While the thought of the events of Revelation taking place is horrifying to us, about just millions and millions of people being wiped out by these plagues, you have to understand that God makes it crystal clear in Revelation why he's doing it, and he's perfectly justified in doing it. Why? Because the people are worse than you think. Because this world is worse than you think. Because our nation is worse than you think. Because the leadership is worse than you think. And that little cockroach that you see, that's just one cockroach. This whole place is infected with cockroaches. I'm talking about the United States of America, the government, the churches. Look, it's infested today, and what we see openly is just a tiny little slice of what's actually going on. Now, if you would go to Romans chapter 1. Romans chapter 1. We need to understand where God is coming from. We need to understand God's point of view. You say, why even preach a sermon like this? Why explain to us that it's worse than we think? Because I don't want you to be naive. We don't want to go through life unprepared, totally naive, thinking that this whole world is just sunshine and rainbows and unicorns. We need to understand that our adversary, the devil, walketh about as a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. And the Bible tells us that we need to be sober and we need to be vigilant. Oh, we need to sober up. We need to get vigilant. We need to pay attention. We need to watch out. We need to be on guard and realize that there are wicked people out there to devour us. It's not just Satan who is transformed into an angel of light, but his ministers are transformed into the ministers of light. And we need to put on the whole armor of God so that we can withstand the wiles of the devil. Folks, I have been through some hard things over the last few months, and I'm not just talking about my roof leaking, okay? Look, the devil has had me on blast. The devil has had my friends on blast. You know, I mean, there are some hard things that I've gone through, and I'm sure you've gone through hard things. I'm sure Pastor Johnson's been through hard things. You know what? You get betrayed by people that you love, and you find out horrific things about people that you love, and you realize that there were people that you thought were good people, and there's all this rottenness underneath, and it's so disillusioning, it's so disenchanting. But wait a minute, not if you see it coming. You see, it's easy to become offended or disillusioned or disenchanted if you don't expect it. But that's why Jesus said, these things have I spoken unto you that you should not be offended. And he said, look, they're going to cast some of you into prison. You're going to go through trials. You're going to go through tribulations. He warned us, in the world you shall have tribulations, but be of good cheer, I've overcome the world. So God's telling us, look, there shall be false prophets among you, he said in 2 Peter 2. He didn't say there might be. He said there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false prophets among you. Look, the Apostle Paul told the elders from Ephesus and the areas there in Asia Minor, he told them, he said, after my departing, I know that grievous wolves are going to come in, not sparing the flock. So just remember how I warned you day and night with tears. The false teachers are coming, the infiltrators are coming, wicked people are coming. Boy, Proverbs warns us about these people who they don't go to bed at night unless they've caused someone to fall. They live to destroy. They live to commit sin. They live to do wickedness. And the reason for a sermon like this is to warn you that things are worse than you think. Not so you can be depressed. Hey, be of good cheer. I'm in a great mood tonight. You know why? Because Christ has overcome the world. Because greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. But I'm not going to sit here and just put my head in the sand and say, oh, it's just not going on. The sin isn't there. The wickedness isn't there. Nothing to see here, folks. Just move on. No, folks, I want to know the world that I'm living in. I want to understand that human nature is not good, but that the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? And if the Apostle Paul said that in me, that is in my flesh, dwelleth no good thing, you think the Apostle Paul was the only person like that? Folks, that's human nature. We are sinners by nature. We are, as the sons of Adam, death has passed upon all men, and all have sinned and come short of the glory of God. They're altogether gone out of the way. They're altogether become unprofitable. There's none that doeth good, no, not one. Hey, the only thing that's good about us is that which Christ has regenerated and made us a new creature.